Gaming prodigies, this is your man, Ghetto Prophecy, here with more Total War Attila. Today, the Alamans, commanded by myself, face off against the dastardly Huns, commanded by the excellent player named Skolzkiy. He's a Polish player, he's very good at the game, and after our several battles this afternoon, he actually decided to join the clan. So, I'm always up for people who like to play the game, and being good at it is always nice. So anyways, I brought 4 Protectors Defectors sword units. Pretty good, really effective. I brought 2 Bejazzled Nobles. You know, we always gotta look pretty on the battlefield. I brought 2 Knodomars Raiders, really tanky spear chucker cavalry, these guys. I brought 2 Germanic Lancers and 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen with the Knodomar's Entourage Cavalry General. This guy is very tanky. Then I brought 4 Germanic Hurlers, and that was it. So my opponent, he brought 3 Steppe Horse Archers. Oh no, 2 Steppe Horse Archers and 1 Hunnic Mounted Bows. His 2 Elite Hunnic Lancers on his left flank, 2 Elite Hunnic Lancers on his right flank. I'm gonna speed it up. 2 Steppe Levies, 1 supporting each flank. He brought the Hunnic Warlord General. He has 4 Steppe Bows, and he has 5 Uar Warriors. So he has a pretty good build. However, if it was me personally, I would have brought at least 6 cavalry. But yeah, everyone has their own way of doing things. So right now I'm just moving up, going to engage, because he's sitting pretty on this hill. So here we go.
They are trying to take out our general. Defend
The engagement starts. My Noble Germanic Horsemen charge into the Elite Hunnic Lancers. Here comes Steppe Levy to try to support. I'm going to charge right into them with my Noble Germanic Horsemen. Get a pretty good charge. Not the best though, but still kills a lot of these guys. 40 guys, more than 40 guys right on the charge. 45 men. I'm bringing my Knodomars Raiders around to shoot the back of these Elite Hunnic Lancers. So now more Elite Hunnic Lancers are coming in, but my Germanic Lancers are going to charge. My Germanic Lancers are going to get wrecked. I need to support them right away. I need to move all my infantry up too. I need to support these cavalry fights with my infantry. So I'm taking out some archers with my Noble Germanic Horsemen, but that's not good because that allows them to get a free charge. This Elite Hunnic Lancers into my Noble Germanic Horsemen. My Knodomar's Raiders, or my Knodomar's Entourage, is chasing down the Elite Hunnic Lancer. My Knodomar's Raiders return to the battlefield. And now my general is spread out, and he's going to take a lot of damage from the Steppe Horse Archers. My Germanic Lancers are going to rout the Steppe Levy. My Slingers are tearing up these Steppe Bows. This is not a good target for my Slingers. Since these units are in close combat, they're just going to die. This is a big waste of ammo. So I should have targeted or pretty much anything other than that. I should have targeted Uar Warriors, the enemy cavalry, pretty much everything else. So the one thing that's kind of keeping me in the game is that my opponent, Skolzkiy, he is also not supporting with infantry. Neither am I. Neither of us are supporting with infantry. We're both shooting into the blobs and just using our cavalry. So my Knodomar's Raiders are charging into these Steppe Bows. Going to take them off the field very quickly. See, I used up all this ammo on my Slingers, shooting at stupid archers. I could have used all that ammo, killing Uar Warriors or the enemy cavalry. So, as you can see, my general is taking a huge beating. He was at full, and now he's at almost half because these horse archers have been shooting him. So my cavalry is starting to lose on my right flank. My Slingers are pouring in the damage onto the general. but I'm probably doing a lot of friendly fire to my Mars raiders. Now the UR warriors are rushing in to support. Elite Hunnic Lancers are charging into my Germanic hurlers and bringing up my Protectors defectors to kill them. My cavalry is dying on my left flank, but I still have my general alive. My general's going to eat this big charge from the Elite Hunnic Lancers. I need to get infantry in there right now to support. So my Bejazzled Nobles, nope, my Protectors defectors are going to get into that fight. So here comes the infantry fight. Got my Protectors defectors in the middle. So my general just died. This is very bad. So my guys are going to take a huge morale hit. As you can see, they're starting to waver, even though they're at full men, not even in combat, protective flanks, all that good stuff. So these guys, I thought they were in, oh yeah, they were. These guys were in attacking Testudo. I'm not quite sure if attacking Testudo works the same as Shield Wall. I think you have to be stationary for it to work. Unlike Shield Wall. Shield Wall, you can walk into a unit and you'll stay in Shield Wall. I think attacking Testudo, you have to be completely stationary. Otherwise, if you get touched, so those guys, they just get melted by the UR warriors, my Protectors defectors. And now UR warriors are just going to melt slingers. And since my general's dead, my units are just going to run away, even when they're at healthy unit size. It's like this Protectors defectors has barely lost anyone, but is already wavering. It's only lost 12 men, 13 men. That's really not that, yeah, 13 men and they run away. Barely lost anyone, they just run. They do not have the heart to stay in the fight. Now these Bejeweled Nobles, they're going to stay and fight because they are bejeweled. They have headhunt. I can make them unbreakable for, I think, 1 minute. It's either 1 minute or 30 seconds. And he's getting great shots on me with his Steppe Horse Archers and his Hunnic mounted bows. I'm bringing in my other flanks infantry. So this is the biggest thing that I learned from this battle was support your cavalry fights with your infantry first and foremost. And on top of that, attacking Testudo does not work when you're moving like it does with Shield Wall. Shield Wall, like these guys are in, I can walk them forward in Shield Wall and they will stay in Shield Wall and get the bonus first infantry. These guys attacking Testudo, they're marching forward and attacking Testudo. I want to get that bonus versus infantry and that shield the shield strength and all that good stuff. But as soon as they get into the fight, they break the Testudo, and now they're just fighting regularly. So this is a fairly decisive defeat. At least I destroyed all the enemy's melee cavalry. As you can see, my one Bejeweled Noble does a really good job against these UR warriors. And they're already starting to run away. Those guys, these Protectors defectors, barely lost anyone. And they're just running away because the general is dead. UR warriors have fear. So they're just going to run away. And the balance of power is really bad in my favor, so they're going to want to run. See, these Bejeweled Nobles defeated UR warriors from the front in Shield Wall. And the UR warriors did not get a charge. So I have Headhunt activated. That's the only reason why my Bejeweled Nobles are still fighting. This is the only unit left. He might as well just charge. The impact damage from his Horse Archers will do so much damage. So there we go. Valiant defeat. I didn't think it was that valiant, especially because most of my men ran away when they barely lost anyone. Most of my infantry anyways. Some of my cavalry units I did really well with, others I did really poorly with. So my micro needs a lot of work. And especially knowing how to see my Protectors defectors got almost no kills. Only my one Bejeweled Noble got a decent amount of kills. Most of my cavalry did okay. His cataphracts didn't do that great, except for one of them. The other two did pretty decent. War warriors doing well, like they always do. So my opponent Skolzkiy did very good this game. Supported his cavalry fights eventually, before I did anyway, so that's what's important. Even though it both took us a long time to support our cavalry fights, he did it before I did. He kept his missile units alive longer than I kept mine alive. And his skirmish cavalry did not get caught in melee like mine did. My spear chucker cavalry, the Knodomars Raiders, they got caught by melee units, and his hunting mounted bows and his steppe horse archers did not get caught. So basically those are the things that can lose you the game. If you get your units caught, if you don't use your units' abilities correctly, like my Protectors Defectors did not use their attacking testudo ability correctly, and if you lose your general. So this is a great example of what not to do on my part, and a great example of what to do on Skolzkiy's part. He kept his general alive and in the back, and he used his army effectively, and I did not. You saw my units running away at almost full health, just because the general was dead and they were getting flaming shot and they were surrounded. So they didn't even stick around to fight. If I had, it could have been different if their morale simply did not break. Anyways, good game to my opponent and now clan member Skolzkiy, and I'll see you in my next video.